much.
See, tech glitches already. Okay. So I just want to apologize for any tech glitches in advance because I've never done a live before. So we'll just see how this goes. Deb, I see that you said, hello, happy Valentine's Day from Debbie. Do you have a question since you're here? And I am more than happy to answer it for you. If you want to type that in the box. Welcome to anyone else who's joining us. I know I'm a few minutes ahead of schedule, but I couldn't wait to get started. Hello. Oh, now it says sure. I think there might be a little bit of a tech lag here. Like I said, this is my first live, so I'm not sure how it all works. Oh, you say me too. So hopefully we'll catch up here. Okay. So I'll just take any questions that you guys have as we go, and I will answer those as soon as I can. I'll answer them in the order that I see them. Thanks. Is it Narida, or how do I say that? But happy Valentine's Day to you too. Lots of love. Jessica, happy Valentine's Day back at you. So all of you, go ahead and write in any questions you want me to answer here. Career and better schedule. Okay, so let me see what it looks like. It doesn't look like right now. So they're like, focus on the things that are good right now. Don't change anything. You might not have the confidence that your career and schedule are going to change. I think it's outside of your direct supervisor's control right now because he just can't do it for whatever reason. Like, he would love to do that for you, to get you a better schedule and stuff, but he just can't. So that's a bummer. I'm sorry. But they say focus on the good things. Why? So that you can keep the things that are good, because the next situation might not be better. Okay. Anyone else have any questions here? Yeah, they say like there's something that, like, everything that you need to know about the career, Deb, is, or Debbie, sorry. I think you hate being called Deb. You told me that when we were reading once. But they say that that everything you need to know, you already know. Like, you have a pretty good picture of the situation in your head already. You're hoping for change soon. They say, well, you're still in a healing process for whatever reason. But I feel like, if I remember right, you had a lot of good things coming for you. They're like, there's still a few old emotions to maybe work through. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Purple Dash. Okay, so, whoa. Sorry, I'm dropping cards on the floor here. Where'd they go? Okay. You want to know about love, Cassie? Let's see. What do I see for love? Oh, okay. So they're saying you're maybe a little bit confused on what you want in regards to love. You know that you want somebody who treats you well, somebody who's fair, somebody that, you know, would have like a balanced approach to love, where you wouldn't have to give too much to a relationship and not get back what you want. But there's something emotionally, like an attachment that you've had before, that you're having to work past, like to get over. And it looks like you're getting over it, but you're just not quite there yet. They say that a stable, happy love life is coming. And so if you're already in a relationship, that would just mean like, oh, there's like a past issue that I just haven't forgiven yet. If you're looking for love, it's like you're almost over somebody from the past, or almost over a certain way of thinking, and then on your way to something better. So it's coming. Okay. Single girl, Purple Dash. Okay, what do I see for love in 2018, and how can you attract lasting love? Ooh, so straight out the gate, they're like, marriage, it's possible, get excited about it, but it's not necessarily something you just decide is gonna happen. There is some thought shifting that you've done, where you've gone from maybe having like kind of scattered thoughts, or maybe you were not thinking so positive all the time, a little bit of self-sabotage to this like place of peace. And because you're going in that direction, love is coming, potentially in marriage. So you're already doing it. Love life for Narida. Okay. Will the man you think about get close to you this year? So I'm going to look at his thoughts, feelings, and intentions. It might just be like overnight and then he'll take a break. He's sending you mixed signals. It's like he talks to you and then he's like, he doesn't want to put the work in. He wants to maybe work on thinking about a relationship and then he's like, oh, fuck, I don't know. So to be honest, I would, let me look at the advice here, but they're like, he's probably not the one for you. It wouldn't be successful because he is so fickle. He's all over the place. Bree. Oh, hi, Bree. Thanks. I'm glad to hear that these tend to resonate with you. Deb, looking for a home. Is that coming soon? They say something about it's a little bit challenging to feel like you're in the right place to buy a home. And so maybe not in this current year. It's like if you were to go out and buy one, you might not have like enough confidence that it's the right fit because of some past experience that isn't entirely healed yet. So it's more like believing in yourself about like, oh, I will have enough money, like kind of a thing. So it doesn't mean that you don't have enough money, but you do have a little bit of doubt there that maybe blocks you from finding the home that is right for you or affordable for you, right? So let's see. Divine evolution. What's good for your Valentine's Day? What do you have to look forward to today? They're like, well, you'll be working hard. You might not be talking to anybody new, but you'll be getting shit done. It's a good active day for you. It's a good activity day. But the thing is you're really, really like straight to the point. Like, you know what you want. And so that's going to help you moving forward in achieving whatever that it is that you want. You're very direct. So that's fantastic. Insights. So for Narida again, or wait, I think I already answered that one, right? Oh, well, I think maybe that was a different question. Can I give you insight on your love life for 2018? Will you meet the one? And they say that that's not yet determined. So let me see what else they threw on the floor. Sorry, they're so jumpy. It's just, I think they're really excited that so many of you showed up for this. So thanks for coming, guys. They say you might not be in this position of like loving yourself entirely enough to be fully loved by your soulmate yet. And that's why they're not here yet. So it's not to say that you don't have self-esteem or you don't value yourself or you don't care about yourself enough, but it's more like you just haven't come to a place where you can really demand how other people treat you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to very much love yourself entirely so that you're setting an expectation for how other people will treat you. And then that soulmate pops in and will do that. And so they're like, that's not determined yet because it's going to depend on how quickly you get to that point. And that depends on your own decisions. Okay, Amy Moore. Thanks, Amy. Can I tell you where a relationship with this guy Philip is going? Okay. Okay, so Philip is an interesting character. Let me just say that, because here's the deal. I feel like Philip is super fun. I can understand why you'd want to hang out with him. He's a good time. Anything could happen. Things are like, wow, you know, it's great. Maybe the sex is good. But that could turn a little bit disastrous because ultimately he is this wild, fun, flirty, exciting, funny person because deep, deep inside, even though he's probably radiating a lot of confidence with all that fun stuff he's got going on, he isn't. He doesn't love himself, and therefore he is not looking for a long-term relationship. He might be kind of like a narcissist. I don't necessarily get that card. There's a card here for that, but it's like that kind of tendency where they say a lot of things and they make you think it's going to be one way, and really it's just fun, and then it ends up to be a fucking disaster if you get too attached. So he's not even thinking about the trajectory of the relationship. He doesn't look like the type who's going to offer like deep love for a very long time. And maybe he doesn't even know this about himself, but he's more about keeping it fun, keeping it light. So I'm sorry, that's probably not what you wanted to hear, Amy. It sucks, but being forewarned is forearmed. Hi, is it Kristen and Camilla? So what'll happen? Whoops, I just skimmed down a little too far. I'm trying to find Camilla. Okay, what will happen if you go back with your ex Christian? I actually don't need your zodiac signs, but thank you for being thorough. People always think that when they send me paid readings. Okay. It'll be the same shit as before. Let's be real. You'll end up unhappy. You'll be hopeful. You'll put a lot of hope into it. Kind of like this guy, Philip. You'll be hopeful. You'll be happy. There'll be exciting things. You'll feel connected. And then you won't be as disappointed, though, this time if he hurts you or if you end up breaking up again, because you've already gone through it. You went through the worst of the pain. You might feel a little bit apathetic this time. And you're like, bro, you just bring unlucky circumstances into my life. He's an ex for a reason. Let's keep it that way is kind of what I'm getting. They say it's just hard to be alone. And so you might be a little inclined to go back to that, but that's some bullshit. Don't do it. Okay. Bree, you've been struggling in this relationship for 2 years and now you're taking time apart. Is it worth it? Okay. You have a 1-year-old and a baby on the way. Okay. So let's see. You know what? I mean, it's hard to say, is it worth it? Because it depends on what you're valuing here, right? Because if you're valuing security more than love, maybe. Because what I get here is that he just doesn't put the work in, but he also doesn't want to fight and argue, right? But you both have like this sort of negative tendency here, like maybe it's resentment, the going back and forth with each other, but then also this like optimism, like everything's going to work out, it's going to be fine. And that's because you do have happy memories as well. You have children together, you do have love there. And so it's about learning to kind of like let go of things that are maybe not things you need to fight about, right? So in the short term, it's like, outside circumstances are affecting our relationship. In the longer term, you know, like if you're starting to feel like maybe you don't love him as deeply, that might not come back. But I guess they can't tell you exactly what to do in this situation. You're going to have to decide. It doesn't look like a total shit show so long as you can try to be cognizant of what's going on and like your trigger points so you can avoid that. But yeah, I mean, it does look like it'll continue to be a struggle, but if you guys can focus on the positive, maybe you can bring more of that happy memory and that love back. So Kristen, will you get a promotion at work? They say if you're patient, but get excited about it because it will come. But you got to be patient and probably more patient than you want to be. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Genevieve. What kind of lover is your soulmate? Is he a good lover for you? He's like slow but steady. He pays attention to details. You're like, don't worry about it. It's not going to be a challenge to get in the mood with him. He's not very chatty in sex either. So that's interesting. Is he a good lover for you? They're like, just honestly, don't worry about it. We wouldn't hook you up with somebody who wasn't. Awesome. I love that. Okay, dealing with family issues for Nova Dawn. What is your next step? They're like, you know what? Feel your feelings. That's good. Like, they're valid. I want you to notice how his shoes are green and they're on concrete here, right? So it's like, despite all of these wavy emotions with the water here, it is very stable. Like your heart energy, your heart chakra energy is very stable. You should feel validated in what you feel, even if they don't validate you. They're like, just try to keep things light and fun and celebrate the things that are good with your family. You know, like a mass text message, Happy Valentine's Day, heart, heart, heart would be better than maybe continuing to chat about whatever is going on there. Okay, Maria Teresa. You are dealing with a twin flame and you want to know your relationship outcome. So let's look at this short term and then long term. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is kind of a cool one. And I kind of love these answers here, because what it's saying is, right now you can't see where things are going. There's going to have to be this like perspective shift and this element of patience before things really change in the relationship. It says that like down the road, you will have things to get excited about. Things are going to shift. They're going to change. That passion between you two is not going to go anywhere, but you're going to have to make a big decision about the relationship. And so I was wondering, what is that decision about? And they're saying to just like put your all into it, to really overflow with love, but in a non-traditional way. And so like, if you're hoping to get married, maybe you just need to cohabitate and not be married. Maybe you're in a really wacky situation, maybe like a sister wife type of situation. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look at your situation because we're just doing quick reads here, but it does look like that love remains, that the passion remains. It's just like now is hard. Okay. Thanks for all the Valentine's Day wishes, guys. Happy Valentine's Day back at ya. It's hard to keep track of where I'm at here to scan down. Okay. Yolanda, you're missing a Gemini. What's his deal? Well, it's like if he's not reaching out right now, that's not going to change for a while. He's got a lot going on. Lorena, will you meet your man soon? No, because you're blocking it. They're like, you have a little block to love here. You're not allowing it to come through for yourself. So they're like, you've got to really expand your energy field so that you can draw them in. Personally, like I think in the last month or so, a lot of personal readings I've been doing and a lot of like energy clearing healings that I've been doing here in my office have been a lot related to the sacral chakra and like fear, because we build up these fears or these walls in order to protect us from getting hurt. But if we're not vulnerable, we're not allowing love in either. We're like pushing it away, and you have a slight block there. That's what you're doing. But it seems to me like intuitively I'm getting this, not from the cards, but yours might be a little bit less related to the sacral chakra and more related to the solar plexus, the yellow one above your belly button. So if you maybe do like a solar plexus meditation, that could really help. Okay. Soraya, any insight on your love life? Ooh, okay. So they're like, you know what, before your love life wasn't working for you because maybe you weren't like going within enough. You weren't really like valuing yourself. You were maybe putting partners first and stuff like that. But they're like, if you're able to do that now and really be in touch with your emotional side, good luck in so many ways. There'd be a good communicator. They'd be a good lover. They might help you out financially, like all of these things. Yeah, absolutely. The tide is turning for you. Things are shifting. So yay. Kristen, your overall love life, anything that jumps out, and happy Valentine's Day back at you. Okay, so I love this. They're like, you're moving on from things from the past, like to a better, more solid place, like where things are going to work out better for you in general. Like you've shifted your thought patterns, you know what you want now. But the thing that you're lacking in the law of attraction is the enthusiasm. Like, I am so fucking excited that my soulmate's coming to me. You got to be like that, right? You got to just be like pumped up. It's like jock jams with love radiating out of your heart chakra. That's where you got to be, because otherwise you got to wait. Okay. You're missing, Novadon, missing your ex, Jason. Will you get communication from him? So they're not saying yes or no. They say, if you get communication from him, we recommend you don't talk to him, because all you're doing is keeping a door open that needs to be closed, because this isn't going to help you in any way at all. Nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't reach out. Taurus, dealing with an Aquarius. So this is for Tina. Oh, you're a Taurus dealing with an Aquarius and a Taurus. Sorry, I misunderstood that. Which one is best to be with, and in regards to the long term? Okay, so the Taurus versus the Aquarius. You know what? To be honest, neither of them. Neither. Start over. The reason why is, so with the Taurus, they're kind of a negative Nilly. They don't necessarily know what they want, except for they always want to be right. With the Aquarius, you just want different things. I think they're honest about that, though, so that's nice. But ultimately, the Aquarius is kind of just like an Aquarius is in general are like this, where they need a lot of alone time. They need to kind of be fancy free and float around and do whatever they want. And so you probably are looking for somebody who's a little bit more like pays attention to what you're doing, like has more focus, or even more like focus and drive on in their own life. And so neither one is good for you. Let's see. So Kristen. Oh, wait, we already did that one. Okay, T, will your ex-husband and you work things out? I don't think you're supposed to. I think that you are supposed to go through a lesson here, learn something, and then grow from it and come into your own place of happiness and peace with somebody else. They say if you're not all the way through the lesson yet, that's not clear to you as of yet, but it will be when your circumstances change. This all happened for a reason, and it happened to teach you something very important moving forward in your life to something more happy and more stable. Okay, so Carla, will Antonio contact you again? Yeah, and then no, and then yeah, and then no. Because here's the deal. If he reaches out to you, he feels like he's going to be bitched at and he doesn't want to deal with that. So instead, he just like focuses on work, even though you have a deep emotional bond and connection. You could even be soulmates. He doesn't feel like he's good enough in regards to his job, in regards to his career, in regards to his finances, things like that. He's not crazy, but he just can't fucking cope right now with nagging or feelings of unworth. Even if you're not intentionally making him feel like shit, he feels like shit. Maybe because you're doing better than he is, or maybe you met somebody else who seems to be doing better than he is. So yeah, but maybe not. You know what I mean? He'll reach out when he's in a better place, probably. Okay, so Paige, will your ex Steven and you get back together? You have 2 kids and 1 on the way. Let's see. They say you guys have a hard time in your relationship accepting love from one another. Read that 5 Love Languages book. That'll help so much if you can get him to read it too. I mean, obviously it's something you need to read together, but even one of you reading it is better than nothing. So let's look. Where he's at right now is, I don't think that he thinks that you're an honest person. For whatever reason, he thinks that you're not telling the truth about something. So he can't see how things could be happy until that changes. And it might not even be like a very overt lie. You know, like maybe it's not that he thinks that you cheated or something like that. He might think that you're lying about how you feel or what you want. And so ultimately, like, it doesn't make sense for him to want to walk away from the relationship. And I don't think he necessarily does want to do that. I think he does want something that's more stable, but he thinks that you don't know what you want. And so how can he even help give you what you want until you can be really clear and honest with him regarding that? Let's see. So for Rada, is that, I wonder if that's how I say it right, Rada. You met a guy online and he's nice and you feel a connection, but he lives far away. Will you meet him and will you be together? Okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh. So you are so right, girlfriend. Here's the deal. In regards to where he's at, what he's thinking, yeah, he's looking at this as like a potential marriage relationship. He wants something happy, something stable. This seems good, but it's going to take some time. There needs to be like a little rest period there. He thinks that you are awesome. You're funny. You're smart. You're beautiful. All of these things. He's so excited, wants to have sex with you for sure. He himself is a little bit sad probably about the situation, but I do think that he will take the steps in order to make sure that this happens for the 2 of you. Yay! So I'm glad that your intuition's spot on. Monique. Okay, so you're a Taurus and you love a Gemini and you want to know if this will go anywhere in the future. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I don't want to bag on any Geminis because I'm not going to say like that this is totally a trait of Geminis, but sometimes you can see this a little bit in Geminis. It's not like super uncommon, but it's not all of you, especially not to this extent. But if it was like you might have like a Gemini, Aries moon, or like, anyway, doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about the astrology? Point is he's kind of a deceptive person, but he doesn't seem that way. Okay. So, ultimately, I don't think he's a good match for you. Let's be real here. And it's like, you're not going to have a choice as to how things turn out if you stay connected with him. Because like you're already attached, right? And so then the things that he does are going to disappoint you. I'm like, he's a liar and that's not going to change. He doesn't want to grow. They're like, run away as fast as you can, find something different. So I am so sorry to tell you that. Now I feel like shit for doing this. I hope the next one's better. Oh, so you know what, Monique, let me see if I can find something else for you here. What do you have to look forward to? Oh my gosh. Learning to accept the things that you can't change. It's a big lesson. That's what he is. He's a big lesson. You can't change him. So don't try. Ugh, sorry. Okay. Rocky wants to know about your love life. Okay. So here's the deal. In the next, like, if you're going out trying to meet people, you might not have like a ton of enthusiasm to do it because, you know, like maybe a lot of the people that maybe you've met recently, or maybe you've had a hard time meeting people, just haven't been that good. But what you're going to find is you're going to find someone very honest, but they want to move at a very, very slow pace. And so that might make you feel like it's not something worth doing, that it might be kind of a hopeless situation. But they're like, but that's your own defense mechanism. Just because they want to approach something different than you doesn't mean that it's wrong. So there is love available for you, but you have to be okay with taking time. Laura, it was hard to find. Oh no, bummer. Yeah, I've never done one of these before. And I heard that if you don't download some specific software, that is like completely pointless to even do these. And I should do them on Facebook instead, Facebook Lives. But there's 8,000, 9,000 of you here on YouTube, but there's only 500 of you there. So I figured maybe I could read for more people here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So Joanne, how will transitioning into self-employment go regarding success and timeline? Okay, so actually I'm going to switch decks here for this one. I'm going to give you a goal to focus on to achieve better success. And they say letting go of any kind of resentment, doing, I don't know if you caught the beginning of this reading, but a lot of people have sacral chakra blockages this month. Try to let go of anything like that. Any negative feelings you have about moving into self-employment, let that all go. You see how she's kind of like holding these leaves or whatever. Some of them are hearts, but she's blowing them out. That's kind of what I want you to do. Like taking a deep breath of like white light all the way through your root chakra and down into the ground, into the center of the earth, like to the core. Push all of these negative thoughts you might have about it or any fears you have about it in there, and then let that light come back up now as like fresh white light again through the root chakra, and then straight out your sacral chakra, like bright orange, like just blow it like as far as you can. You have to do it a few times maybe to get it to like really expand, but you want it to go like outside of like your neighborhood. You want it to go far, far, far. You want to get that all lit up so that you're not creating blockages in regards to your career and going self-employed. They say like never, ever, ever feel envious about other people who are maybe doing something similar or have different results. You are not competitors. If you're anything, you should be collaborators, because if you're feeling envious about somebody else, what's going to happen is you're only lowering your own vibration and therefore not attracting success, right? There's more than enough abundance in the world for everyone, so you're not going to have to compete with anyone. Those are things you need to think about. So they're like, once you focus on these things, that will be for your highest good. And they're also saying, you know, you might feel like a little bit of sadness, or worry and stuff like that. But they're like, all of these changes and things are for the better. This route is untraditional. And so if you believe that it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But if you believe that it will, they're like, you will find this place of like security and happiness. So it's not saying like you're going to get rich, like you're going to, I mean, it's not saying you're not either, but they just show you living comfortably as opposed to, you know, like really suffering with that. So that's good. But it does require some, a little bit of work there. So Angela, should you move on from your Capricorn love interest? How does he feel about you? Yeah, I wouldn't put the work into this. So there are some things that seem great about him, okay? Or like he might be very passionate. He might be exciting. He might be funny. He might even also be wealthy or at least have his shit sort of together. He might have like a successful career. But emotionally, he's kind of a baby and he's kind of a liar. And to be honest, like, I don't think that he feels like the relationship is done. He'll continue to reach out to you if you don't set boundaries with him, okay? Because he's like, well, if we just wait, if we're just patient, if we continue talking, maybe things will change. But the fact of the matter is he's not going to put the work in, and he thinks that you're not smart enough to see that. Like, you have spent time. You already see the patterns, right? So there's that. I would move on personally. But that being said, I also spent 5 years in a bullshit relationship. So, you know, it's easy for me to say now that I'm out of it. Okay. You want to open a tarot card reading shop, Laura. Okay. So let's see. Pros, cons, short-term outcome, long-term outcome. Okay. So I'm not going to say don't do it, but I am going to say don't throw all your money into it. Like, maybe it's better to rent a space or something like that, because what I see here, the pros are that ultimately that's not your life purpose. So why is that a pro? They're like, we're just kidding. We only gave you one pro instead of two because there's really only one pro. They're like, it wouldn't make you very happy. They're saying, but the pros are that, you know enough people, you could generate like really good email lists, let people know about it. You'd be good at advertising it. But you wouldn't be very happy and fulfilled by opening this shop. So the cons, you'd spend a lot of work trying to reach out to people advertising this, and then just like be patiently waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and hoping for it to grow. And so it would grow, it would be profitable, but I don't think it's your sole purpose. So they're not necessarily saying don't do it. They're just saying you might not love it as much as you think you will. And so they're like, don't give up though on spiritually related ideas. You just haven't found the exact right one yet. They're like, this one is not the right one for you, but there is something potentially related that would be good for you. And so if I had my little list here, I would go through and quick try to give you like a more specific answer. But since there's so many people to read, maybe we'll have to do that at a different time. But think about things that are related that bring you a lot of joy, because I don't think that's exactly right. But they're like, we're happy you're on the right path and we're happy you have good skills. It's just not exactly the right concept. So tweak it a little bit. Okay. Renesha, will you meet someone this year? Will you meet a life partner? And I apologize if I get your names wrong, guys. They're like, okay. So let me see if I can get like a more specific when time. So they're like, it probably won't be in the next 7 weeks is what they're saying. And they're saying, and you won't see it coming either. Okay, so what they want to tell you is that, yeah, it sucks that you have to be patient, but now at least you figured out, you know what you want. You know that you're not crazy for wanting the things that you want, but if they were to show up right now, it would be a lot to juggle. Okay, and so they're like, that's why we didn't even give you the option. That's why we didn't put them in front of you yet. But keep looking, because they will show up, just not in the next 7 weeks. Okay, will you get communication, Rachel? From a date you had in January? It seems he may not be over an ex. So let's see. I do think he's over the ex. I really do. I think if he wants to be with the ex, it's like only for a sexual reason. He just wants to bang her. What's up with you though? What does he think about you? So with this is funny that you think that he's not over an ex because he thinks that you're not over an ex. And I think that maybe this is the issue. Because he wants to have sex with you too. But like on a mental level, he's like, oh yeah, that could be fun. But on an emotional level, he's like, yeah, I don't want to get into that because I don't think she's over an ex. So that's interesting. Okay. So Monique, you met an Aries and you're wondering if you guys have a chance. Let me see here. They're like, no, keep looking. Don't even try to make that one work. Sorry. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you wishing happy Valentine's Days. Hi, Clara. Happy Love Day back at you. Oh, the silver hat-haired man. I wonder, do you remember, was it like a year and a half ago now? That was the prophecy. Did you see him on the sidewalk? I fucking hope so. Because I think that's what happened, right? Like I think in the vision, it was like he was walking down the road. He had silver hair. Ah, I'm so excited. I hope so. Okay, is he available? Ah, yes, but no. Okay, so here's the deal. He is overworked right now, or he's like maybe like between jobs, like he's so fucked up like in his day-to-day life routines and stuff. He's so stressed and worried about it, or money or career or something like that, working hard or looking for work hard or something like that, that he's not paying attention, but he is so open for love. Like he is ready to just like overflow with love. So once he kind of resolves that, hopefully you'll bump into each other again. I'm so excited. Yay. Okay. I'm seriously thrilled, Clara. Laura, you want to do Reiki healing and sell healing stones at that shop. Okay. Does that make a difference? They're like, no, keep thinking, keep moving. It's more than that. Okay. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All of a sudden it just kind of jumped down. I wish there was a way. Okay, there we go. So, sweetie, I'm glad you found the reading. Does this person that you love, or wait, let me know, does the person I deeply love me? Will he marry you? He's already married with kids, but you can't live without him. Is there any way that this can happen? Okay. Okay, so this is going to be weird, but yeah, it could happen. But the thing is it's going to take a really long time. And in the meantime, if you're worried about it, all you're doing is stressing yourself out. Okay. It does look like that can happen, but he's waiting for the right opportunity for this to not be dramatic. So, you know, it could be 7 years before one day his wife just says, you know what, I'm just over this. I'm leaving. And then, you know, you're the fallback. So it's something like that. It kind of sucks. But if you can just be patient and wait, yeah. But it's going to be a long while, and they don't want you to worry about it in the meantime, because then you're just dragging this stress and negative vibration with you on a day-to-day basis. Soraya, you don't know what you should do. Keep investing time with Jay or just move forward with somebody new. Okay, Jay, someone new for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because here's the deal with Jay. There's nothing good about it. I mean, it's not, I mean, there's got to be something good about it. Otherwise, why are you continuing to do it, right? But I think that the only good thing about it is that you like having somebody to talk to. You like having somebody to be paired with. But other than that, there's not really that much stuff. Like he's a shitty communicator, makes you feel sad. So as far as looking to find somebody else, okay, well, here's the deal. You could find somebody that you're going to be with forever, that you're going to have like a lot more security and stability with. And they're like, so it's going to be hard while you wait for that. And I think that currently this person that you're looking for is exiting a relationship or a marriage, but they'll be honest with you about that. And then you can just decide, like, I want to wait for that divorce to be final, or I'm okay with dating somebody in the process of a divorce. But yeah, so that's what I see for you there. That's out there. Okay. So yeah, I think some of you are just kind of following up on your questions, letting me know feedback. So thank you for that, but I'm going to just not read those out loud and get to the questions. So I want to make sure with only an hour and we're already 33 minutes into it that we get to everybody. So yeah, so those of you who've written your question like 3-4 times, only write it once because I will get through them. Because I'm just skipping over those the second, third time that I see them here. Okay, will you meet your life partner this year, Bernesha? Did we already answer that one? I think we did. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Mississippi Queen, your question says me. So do you want to know about you or what do you want to know? If you could make that more specific, I'll answer it for you. Any insight on your love life, Rocky? They're like, right now, there's like, you don't have to do anything. You don't like at all. They're like, you're moving to a place of more calm and peace in regards to love. You're over any drama now. Like the next partner or the next stage of this relationship will go a lot more smoothly, if that makes sense. Okay, so Mississippi Queen says his name is Woody, but all I saw as a question is me. So I don't know if you could just clarify that, that would be great. Okay. Can I give Danae some good news somewhere? Yes, yes, I can. What do you have to be excited about? Oh boy. So here's the deal. I see like, this kind of sucks because you want good news. And I was like, what do you have to be excited about? And they're like, well, that things are changing, that they're shifting, that you know, there's some toxicity. I don't know if this is in your marriage or with a friend or with a partner or with an ex or something like that. They're like, ultimately, you know that shit has to end and that's for your highest good. So you can be really excited that when it's done, because it's fucking hopeless to keep focusing on it, that you're going to be in a better place. So that's kind of shitty. You know what? Sometimes this is how I read. I channel your angels. And sometimes they get snarky like that because they feel as though they're telling you something intuitively and you might not be getting the messages over and over and over again. And it's just like, move the fuck on, you know? Sometimes I see that like with readings for like, oh, will my ex come back? I see that a lot. So I don't know that that's your situation necessarily, but they're like, okay, we're gonna not be so bitchy and we'll tell you what you have to be excited about. You get to be excited about the honesty, about the truth, about this inner knowingness that sometimes when things don't work out the way that you want them to, it's for your strength. It's to teach you something. It's to create new and infinite possibilities for more happiness. They're like, you're going to be fine. Things are going to be stable. They're going to be happy. They're going to be good. But there's going to be like a little bit of a hiccup first before you get there, but you're learning. Okay. The whole deck fell on the floor. So I think that's a signal from Spirit to go ahead and switch decks. So I'm going to do that. Okay, here we go. Tabitha, you're a Libra dealing with a Leo and you want him. Wait. I want him. I need to know if he wants me. Oh, okay. I get it now. Sorry. So what are his thoughts about you? Feelings, intentions. Okay. So here's the deal. I think he's into you. I think he likes you, but I think he also doesn't want something necessarily long-term. And so then he's in this pickle of like, should I try or not? Because he wants to offer you love on the one hand, but then on the other hand is like, oh shit, like if I do that, you know, what if I don't want to be in a long-term relationship because he thinks that's what you want? So ultimately that's going to be your decision as to what you want to do. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. They're like, It doesn't look like it'll end up successful just because you want separate things. You want different things. Okay. Karina, will you find love this year? They're like, be patient, your soulmate's coming. Let's see if we can find out when they're coming. Okay, they're like, in 9 years. They're like, just kidding though, but it does seem like it takes a little bit longer than you want, but probably within the next 2 years for sure. So hopefully a lot sooner. I wonder what the delay is here. Sometimes it's your own block, sometimes it's theirs, but it looks like your soulmate is selected for you and that they will make their way into your life. Yeah, it's just like right now, if you were to meet, you would bicker and argue about stupid shit that you don't have to. And so it's just a matter of coming together in the right divine timing so that your relationship has ease associated with it. Miss Vimini Hen, does Eddie want a long-term relationship with you? Maybe. He's not in a place to have a relationship, to be honest. He's not in a good space. He avoids his feelings, so he doesn't make decisions. He doesn't know what he wants. He's trying to figure out what he wants, but he has a greater inclination to focus on things that are sad instead of changing his life. But he's working on it. So I think that's a good question to ask again at a later point in time when he's done a little bit more of his emotional work. He doesn't know what he wants. Okay, so for Danae, you want to know about your marriage. I don't, So I feel like there's kind of like this rough patch right here where your partner is stuffing their feelings, okay? They've got a lot of these feelings that are just like gonna bubble over. And so that maybe makes them think like, oh, we're just not supposed to be together, right? And then like the other part of them is like, well, I should wait this out, right? Because we're already married. And then in the short term, they're kind of like, maybe we should separate. And then they're like, wait a minute, but I hate that because I love her. And so then, it's kind of like, okay, well, we should stay married because we already have all these mutual assets, things like that. And I don't want to lose my money and stuff like that. So it's like you're going just through a rough patch. And I think if you could figure out how to be more expressive with each other, that you could turn it around. So let's see, Jessica. You're a Taurus, but a 15 years older Capricorn is really hard to communicate with. Should you leave? They're like, well, it seems like the sexual chemistry is good. Excuse me. So do you want to give that up? They're like, ultimately, I think they're of some assistance or some help to you in a certain way. So maybe that's a good reason to not give it up. But it is going to be dramatic. And there's some things here that you don't want to think about that you need to think about. And you're avoiding thinking about them on purpose in regards to that relationship. So basically they're saying you already know the answer. Think about it. All right. So fuck you, Murad. We're not reading that. Okay. Will the relationship you've been seeking be healthy and happy? No, don't need to put cards on that. Unless it's with somebody else. If it's with somebody not me, that could be great. Yeah, you could have a good time with them. Let's see. Okay, so Oliver, you told an Aries guy that you liked him, but he didn't like you back. Oh, and so you're keeping your options open at the moment. Is there a question associated with that? Do you want to see what else there is out there? They're like, this guy wasn't your soulmate anyway. You wanted different things. They're They're like, you're going to have to be patient to find what it is that you're looking for, because you've got to really think about the details of what you want. Because right now you're attracting people who are going to hurt you because you haven't been focused enough exactly on what it is that you want in regards to a relationship. So we've only got 17 minutes left here. So what I want to do is have everybody who's participating put your last questions in, and then no more questions after that, okay? Whoops. They're like, yep, get on it right now. Okay, Maria, your sister is a Libra and single. Will she find special someone this year? Not this year. No, it's not her year. Whoa, 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 whoa. They say, but after this year, for your sister, things can change, boom, really quickly. Susie, what about your finances? What do you need to know about finances? They're like, new opportunities are coming, but maybe not enough where you could save what you want to save. So they say that it's like, I would watch a video called Releasing Abundance Blocks by, what's her name? Christy Marie Sheldon. That'll help you, because your relationship to money, your vibrational relationship to money is the problem here. Okay. Let's see what other kind of questions we have. You want to find your soul purpose, Janelle. You believe it's to help heal people. Okay, so you're right that it is to help heal people, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your job. So some people, their soul purpose has nothing to do with their income. Okay, and that's the thing for you. Now, for you, your honesty is going to be an asset. You help people to figure out how to make better changes for their lives. When they're not feeling so good about themselves, you make them to feel more optimistic and like useful and joyful, and like anything is possible, and to put their shit in the past. So your soul purpose, you could already be living it. Like if you're a really good friend, you know, and a friend calls you up because they're having a hard time, you're living your soul purpose already. So T, are you on the right path for yourself and your son? Yes. Yes, you are. But here's the thing, you're not open to receive all the blessings that are coming at you. So you might want to also do a heart chakra meditation, or like that abundance blocks video that I talked about for somebody else, something like that. Because I think that people want to help you with things, but you're not taking the assistance or the help. You know, maybe somebody offers to babysit and you're like, no, 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 I don't want to be a burden. Say yes. Yes, thank you. Or they want to give you money. Hey, let me help you with that. Let me pay for lunch. Oh, no, 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 that's okay. I got it. Stop it. Knock it off. Just say, okay, thank you. Okay. Piscean witchery. You're Pisces. Anything regarding love? Yeah, your happily ever after is coming. Get working on finding it. It's out there. It absolutely is. Fatima, will you get the job that you interviewed for? So it's kind of a mixed message here, because they're like, everything's happening for the highest good, but it seems like you might not get this specific job. It's like a new job after that that you haven't been able to locate or find yet, that will make you very, very happy and bring you a lot of blessings. So it's, whether you get this job or not, it's not very clear, but they're saying that something is really amazing is going to happen for you, a new opportunity. So maybe they offer you this job and then you take it, and then like a week later they say, actually, we have a different role in the same building that is better suited for you, and then it brings you more money or something like that. Or maybe you don't get this job, but then a different opportunity pops up. So I don't think that this is the job that you would stay in, but something is coming. Ma Cherie is their love ahead this year. And they say, we can't tell you that because you're sad about it right now, that you haven't had it yet. And so you're not attracting it at this current moment. They're like, turn that around and then ask again. And once you're communicating with us about what you want, we can find that for you. But right now you're not attracting anything. You've got like a block. Let's see. Alicia, happy Valentines. Catherine, so you're dealing with a guy and you want to know, do I think you have chemistry or will he fall in love with you? I don't know. I think he's going to try, but I don't think that he's your soulmate. Okay. I think that he's going to try to offer you love and then it'll just kind of like, it'll get boring, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Haiti, will you hear from Freddie? I don't think so. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Aaron, what should you watch out for in love and career? Okay, so here's the deal. In love, things take time to change, okay? But your happily ever after is there. It's coming. It really is. It's just going to take time. So you don't have to be looking out for signs or anything like that. It's just on its way, okay? In regards to career, don't be a drama queen. Or don't get involved in drama. They're like, because ultimately that's going to make you a lot happier. Try to stay in the current role or position that you're in for now. That will bring you a lot of good things. What's preventing Jocelyn from attracting a relationship that you want? I'm getting basically nothing. If you're not in the relationship that you want, it's coming and you just can't see it. That's it. Because I have happily ever after card here, but like with blindfold, like you can't see it. So you're either in it and you're not noticing that, or it's coming out of nowhere. Okay. Can I tell you, Goddess Mira Moon, about Greg? Is he ready for commitment? No. Nope, 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 nope. He wants to be. He wants to be ready to commit. He wants to be able to make something stable, but he isn't. Anisha, did he cheat? Honestly, I don't think so, but let's check. Did he cheat? No. No, he didn't. Okay, so when will you find your soulmate, Jess? They say it could be as soon as, it looks like it's going to be this year, basically. They say as soon as 6 weeks, from anywhere between then, like there's an opportunity in 6 weeks from now, 8 months from now, and 3 months from now. So whatever that means. So it's like you'll be in like a proximal space in those certain periods of time. You'd like to know about love, Henna. They're like, you might not be very excited or enthused to go out and find it, but it's going to come for you so long as you move on from something in the past. Is Danelle Cruz your true love, Donna? Nope. Sorry. Sorry. What else? Did Des cheat on you? Oh, that's the same one that we just asked. Okay, so we answered that. Will you let yourself be your real complete self with yourself soon for 15 Rainbow Street? Okay, so they're like, here's the deal. The fact that you recognize that you weren't fully loving yourself and showing yourself love is your path to change. You're closing the door on that way of living and walking through a new one. But your circumstances that have nothing to do with you, the people around you, where you live, your job, your financial situation, things like that, that's affecting you to make you feel like you're not doing it, but you're already on the right path. To have that awareness means you're walking down the path, okay? Oh, Kate, I'm sorry if I skipped you. Let me know what that question was. Yeah, Janelle's right. Send your question again, Kate, because this is a little bit finicky. It's hard for me to scan through. I don't have the right software. Everybody said that to do a YouTube live, that you need a specific software like an OBS or something, and I didn't do it that way. I did it through Hangout, so it's a little fucked up. Elian Watt, after being apart for 16 years, is he your soulmate? He wants to offer you, I think, here's the deal. I wouldn't use the term soulmate, but you do have a spiritual connection. You were intended to meet each other and to learn things from each other. And I think it's more of that like twin flame kind of energy where it's like, you're together, you're apart, you're together, you're apart, you're together, you're apart. Like you have a soul contract in order to learn things from each other. Yeah, because I do think he wants to offer you love again. I do. And I do think that there's stuff going on there with that, but I don't know that he's your soulmate per se. Whoops. So there's a message here of being hopeful. I like to call the star card the hope card. How can stranger pilot open up their self for love? They're like, you've already done it. Just like remember who you are and what you have to offer. Be really secure in like all the things that are good about you so that you're drawing that in. You're already doing it. Nikesh, you want to know about your finances? You're not entire, okay, again, abundance blocks video, because you don't have a lot of confidence there. You're creating like your own discord, your own disharmony. You're putting vibes out into the world saying, I don't want more money. And so then if you want more money, you're fucking yourself essentially. Why are Virgos having a rough time? So if I remember right, I don't think that Virgos should be having a rough time in February. I think that overall they should be going through like a massive shift, but let's see. Okay, because the Virgos who are having a tough time is because they've gotten used to that. They just decide or they assume they're always going to be sad, that things are always going to suck. Even though that they know that they're strong, good people, like they have like a lot of tact, they're good communicators, they're organized, all of these things. They just like on the emotional side, don't put that vibration out there. So then things continue to feel like they suck. Okay. Finances for this week for Nikesh. They say it doesn't look good. It's not fair. Circumstances suck. It doesn't have much to do with you. It sucks. So I'm sorry. It sucks. Favi, love and money. Love, money. Money, they're like, don't invest in anything new. So I don't know if that's like Bitcoin or what, but they're like, don't do that. Whatever idea you had that you were excited about going to do, don't do it. It's not a good idea, because if you leave things as they are, they'll be successful. In regards to love, feeling secure with where you're at right now is a good thing. Whether you're single or coupled, that's what you need to be doing or be concerned about with love so that you bring in the right kind of energy. So for Maria, will you get a marriage proposal from your special someone? It looks like you will. It looks like you will, but it's going to be like, it's going to make you feel a little bit embarrassed because it's probably like the second that you start bitching about it, right? Like, oh, blah, blah, I've been waiting for this, blah, blah, blah. And then the same day, it was like the day it was planned. It's hilarious. Let's see. Is Faye stranger pilot soulmate? You want that, you want her to be, so you fail to see that she's probably not. You really want her to be. Nank. Is that it, Nank? Pagoys? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. What do I see for you in regards to love? Success and stability. Yay! Is your TF coming back soon? I don't know. Oh, is that a twin flame? I was like, what's a TF? Not anytime soon. Nope. And that was for Bronca, sorry. So yeah, Nikesh, no, I don't think you're gonna get those investment returns. I'm sorry, not this week. Sybil Rhea, all the exes are reaching out. They're like, run away, run away. Don't bother. No, you're right. Oh my gosh, Kate, guess what? I accidentally skipped you again. Here we go. Kate again, finances and love. What's up with finances for Kate and love? Kate, finances, good. They're like, don't change things because they're strong the way they are. If you try to change things, you're going to end up fucking yourself. So whatever kind of routine that you have going on, stick to the plan. In regards to love, Spirit's trying to throw you a bone here, but you are not opening up your heart chakra enough to be able to receive that bone they're throwing at you. So really go within, think about what you want, open up that heart chakra, and you should be able to receive that as well. Jackie, is love coming towards you? There's people talking to you or they want to communicate with you, but they're not like the right people for you. So you've got to figure out why that is. Why is it that you're attracting the wrong people? Hi, you just broke up with a man who you truly loved. You need space. This is for Jay, I think. Or Jay, hi. Will you guys get back together? Yeah, but it's going to take a long time. It'll be worth the wait, though. I think in the meantime, he'll figure out what it is that needs to change and what it is that's important to him. He just needs a little rest. He needs a little break. Oh, it was Nancy, not Nank. That's funny. Okay, hi, Annie. Where did you go? Darn it. There we go. So, Annie, you're a Cancer Sun, Pisces rising. I actually don't need your astrology, but thanks for being thorough. Can I tell you what I see for your future love life? Marriage. But here's the thing. They want you to understand that you need to not be thinking about wanting to get married just for the sake of being married, because you could end up in a marriage where like, okay, you're married, but you feel alone in the marriage. So they're like, take things slow. Don't rush things because you don't want to end up with the wrong person. D, will you find love this year? If you decide that it's what you want, but you're defensive, you push it away too. So a lot of you who are struggling either with finances or love, it's because you're resisting it energetically. Okay, let's see. Thanks for the positive encouragement you're sending to each other. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up here, but I'm gonna just make sure that I get everybody's one question answered here. Does your boss want to date you on a new path, Yes and no. Yeah, they do, but they don't want anyone to know about it. but they think they could be happy with you. That's cute. Duck, duck, goose. Does the Aquarius like you? Yeah, but they're going through some stuff, so they're not really sure what they want. They're a little fickle. Will you ever find your dream job, Christy? So they're like, well, if you don't know what makes you happy, why would you find it? You got to figure that out first. What is your dream job, really? Because you don't know. You don't really know what your dream job is. You might think you know, but you don't know, and that's why you're not finding it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, how do you get a private reading? There's just at my website, there's like 1,000 different options. tarotbleeaccurate.com. Will Libra and Charlie reunite? Maybe maybe this year it looks like there's a lot of pain to work through, but if you guys can focus on the positive good things, then it's possible where you could create like a very stable, committed relationship. I feel like I might have accidentally skipped someone. Rick, that's the one. Is there anything going on with your current relationship that you need to know? What is it that you don't know about the relationship that you need to? Okay, so you got to make sure that you're not jealous. This relationship is different than any relationship that you've had in the past. Things are going good, passion, exciting, like all this good, like fun, vibey energy. So just enjoy it. Don't worry about it. You have fear and solar plexus chakra issues as well that make you not feel so good about this relationship as you probably should be. Will the Libra and Charlie reunite? We already did that one. Oh, thanks about the beautiful ring. It's a peridot, which is funny because I usually don't like peridot. I don't know why I put it on, but it's my birthstone. How does Robert feel about you today for Jay? It's not a good day to reach out to him, to talk to him. He just doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to feel. Natalie, is your invention going to make it to store shelves? Ooh, let's see. I think it will, but I don't think that, okay, so it's like you have two positive things, but then like a little bit of trouble in the middle. Yes, absolutely it will, but it might not, but you're going to experience a little bit of chaos or challenge there. You might have to sign a contract you don't want to sign or anything like that, but absolutely yes, and you will find success in that. So yay, congrats. I'm so happy. Oh, Jay, your name is Judy. Sorry about it. And then the last question, Angel 612, how does Capricorn feel about you? Well, they feel like you're a good balanced partner, that there's some things that you don't want to think about or see, and that they have to be patient with you because like something about life circumstances don't work out right now. So something about that, like the unfortunate life circumstances bring you to a place where things are not easy, but it has nothing to do with like feelings. When is my birthday? August 3rd. D, is anyone interested in you? Let's see what that's about. Not right now at this time. Not right now at this time. Anna, how can you grow your online business and where should you put your focus? Ooh, I love it. Okay, so how can you grow your online business? By being super happy, by being super committed to it, by reaching out to potential clients and customers, being super honest with what you're going to deliver them, how you're going to help them in ways that they can't help themselves or they didn't realize that they could, and just like excellent communication. Communication is your asset. Sickwinder, how does your love feel about you? Like you're not giving enough to the situation, that you're more focused on work and not on them. And that when they try to give you love, that you don't want to take it. Like you probably speak different love languages. They think you're a good communicator, but they just feel like you're not putting in enough effort. And maybe you are putting in enough effort, but it's just you're speaking a different love language. So I would read the 5 Love Languages books by Gary Coleman, I think his name is. Okay. Let's see. Stranger Pilot, is anyone interested in you? They are, but something about, this is strange. There's somebody here interested in you, but they just think like the circumstances are wrong. Kuya, will you end up being with your love interest? No, not right now, because you're pushing them away somehow. Janelle, should you cut ties with the Aries? That would be in your best interest. And this is the last question I'm doing. So Vicky, will you find your true love this year? Yeah, you'll find a marriage this year. Absolutely you will. You've put the past behind you. It's just like right now, the timing isn't right. So thanks everyone for watching and participating in this. And I love you tons. I wish you the happiest Valentine's Day ever.